Hey, how you doing today? And welcome to the Supreme Hustle Experience. My name is Terrence, and today I want to talk about my strategy for YouTube, how I am going to become successful at becoming a new content creator. One of the most important things in anything that we do is that we should have a strategy on how we're going to approach certain things, basically a blueprint. And one of the things that I believe that a reason why a lot of us fail is because we don't have a strategy. We don't have a plan. We just do and we just go, which at some point that's not a bad idea, only if you have a strategy to go with it. Because there's a quote that I really admire and I really live by, apply it to my life. It's by Bill Phillips for Body for Life. And I don't hear a lot of people talk about this quote, but I think it was a profound quote. And what this quote is talking about is that you should have a destination, because if you don't have a destination, how you're going to get there. And if you do arrive at your destination and you don't know how you got there, then you're still lost. And I believe that's what I've been noticing with a lot of content creators, a lot of people who are trying to become successful at something. They don't really have a destination. They don't really have a real spelt out plan. And it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be very detailed. You just got to have an idea of what you're trying to do. And for me, I realized that I need to have a strategy on how I'm going to conquer this YouTube or any type of content creation, because my purpose is to eventually help other people be able to do the same thing. But I need to understand how I become successful. I need to understand the data and how it works. And so one of the things that I find for me personally is that when I decide to work on something, I want to understand what it is that I want to do. But I have to be very mindful and careful, because I fall into that category of wanting everything to be perfect. And because of that, that hinders me, and I begin to not finish what I started, because I'm always telling myself, or being so critical or hard on myself, to say, hey, this is not good enough. So therefore, I am not going to put it out until it's good enough. And I've been dealing with that most of my life, is because I want to really be a force and I want to be an authority on certain things, because I just don't want to sound like I'm faking it till I make it. I want to really be able to articulate myself on whatever it is that I'm doing. So especially if I want to help other people, I want to be able to direct and guide them and lead them the right way, and not just based on my opinion. But having a strategy is good, but we have to be careful that we don't put our focus in the wrong area. Like, for instance, a lot of people want to get monetized on YouTube, which is great. That's a part of the plan, but it shouldn't be the beginning focus of your plan, is that all I want to do is get monetized. Because if that's your focus, then you're going to be disappointed when it doesn't happen fast enough for you or happen in a timely manner. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on small things, little small nuggets that's going to help improve who I am. And that's what my whole goal is to focus on things that's going to help me improve as a content creator. And one of the first steps that I want to work on is making sure that I have good titles and good thumbnails. So I want to work on the titles and thumbnails, but the content has to match the title and it has to go with the thumbnail, because my approach for this particular channel as of right now is to not tell anybody about it. I want to see how to grow this organically without me having to go out there and tap everyone that I know, hey, go ahead and click on my link and watch my videos, so that I want to trick the YouTube algorithm into saying, oh, this is some relevant content, and to push traffic towards my video. And I said, no, I don't want to do it that way, because I want to understand how this process works. I want to understand how the YouTube algorithm works, not saying that I want to learn the algorithm, because nobody knows the YouTube algorithm except for the people who work at YouTube. And of course, I've said this before, they have non-disclosures. They're not telling you what that algorithm is, but they give you some insight on what you should do to help you to build your channel. And it's some really good advice if you just really pay attention to the details, understanding what they're saying. And one of the things they're telling us is that we need to have engaging content for people to want to stay on the channel. But how do you get people to view your content? Is you got to have a good title, and the thumbnail does help, but it's not 100% because some people that are really blowing up and really getting the traction and getting the views, they may not have the top thumbnails. They may not have the most expensive equipment. They may be just shooting on their phone. But what they do have is that they're engaging, and that the information that they're talking about, people want to hear it. They want to connect with it. So whenever you have a good title now, if you focus on, well, I'm going to focus on a good title, is to be able to get people to say, hey, let me click on it, not making clickbait. I want it to be a title that is going to have people wondering, what is he going to talk about? Is this something that's going to align with what I want to hear? And when they click on it, I have to deliver. But as I go through this first stage of my strategy, is to really get good at connecting with people to click on my particular video without them even knowing who I am. Because if I decide I want to show somebody else how to do this, and they're new, up and coming, they have no audience at all, I can tell them with confidence, this is what you need to do. Not saying what I'm doing is going to be perfect, because that's the thing. Perfect is the enemy of good. And the next thing you want to do is, I want to just put the content out there, because again, perfect is the enemy of good. I will constantly keep telling myself, this is not good enough. This is not good enough. And I won't put it out. So now I'm just going to put it out, and I'm going to be consistent. So the low-hanging fruit for me right now, and maybe this may encourage you as well, is to just focus on the little small things and continue to build on top of that. Because as I begin to build and get people to click on the videos and watch the content, then I can see, okay, how long have they stayed on the channel? Then I need to understand, how do I engage them to stay on the channel a lot longer than just a few seconds? Because statistics, according to YouTube algorithm information, is that most people fall off after the first 5 to 10 seconds. So do I engage them? Did I grab them for the first 5 and 10 seconds to get them to want to listen to another 10, 15 seconds? So you need those analytics. You need that information. But I got to first be able to get people to want to connect. And so that's my simple strategy. My simple strategy right now is to just focus on getting people to want to click on my content. But also with that strategy is to have good content, engaging content, have something that's going to resonate and going to connect with the people. And on top of that, be consistent. Meaning I have to consistently keep uploading, because I have no following. I don't have anyone who's going to be looking for my information every Monday or every Tuesday. They don't even know I exist. But I'm going to keep pushing to eventually I get one person to view. Then hopefully I get 2 people to view. But eventually, because people start seeing the consistency, and people will feel like, okay, this is a person that you can count on, they may come back because they like the content. So with that being said, I just want to kind of make this video to just kind of put it out there. And it's for me, it's anybody else that watches this, awesome, great, thank you, join the community. Matter of fact, I have a link for Discord. Click the Discord link and join my Discord, and you can follow along with me there as well, and we can chop it up and really shoot out ideas, and then I can share with you all the information that I actually have experience with, and you can share what you have experience with, and we can also build a community. So again, my motto, as I end every video, I'm going to end every video, not every video, but end for a little while till I realize people don't want to hear it anymore, is the more you do, the more you improve. That's how you level up. All right. So I'll see you in the next video, and thank you again if you came. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment. All right, take care.